can I drive through states that don't have reciprocity, like with?
Well, let me start with the basic of what is reciprocity. Reciprocity is the concept that having a concealed permit in one state which is valid, you are allowed to carry concealed in other states. Not unlike a driver's license. Many people have a driver's license from their home state, but they're obviously allowed to drive in all 50 states using that license. Concealed permits are something like that, but they're not universally recognized. They're not recognized in all 50 states. Some states will accept a concealed permit from another state, and you are allowed to carry your weapon in that state, even though you don't have a concealed permit from that state. But you're subject to the state that you're going into's rules, laws, regulations. And it's your obligation to know those, and saying that you're from another state or that's not how they do it in your home state is not going to get you out of trouble. Ignorance of the law is not a defense. Now, sometimes you go and you know the state that you're in and you know the state you're going to, but you obviously have to get there. And sometimes you have to travel through states that aren't, either don't have reciprocity or aren't as gun friendly. In those states, you have to abide by their rules. If you're going through a state that has no concealed carry or doesn't recognize your permit, then before you get into that state, you're going to have to make your weapon safe and secure it in such a manner that that state's laws would allow you to transport it through that state without any repercussions. And some states don't allow for that at all. Some states in the Northeast are very, very, very strict about owning, possessing, or even having a gun, whether it's locked in your trunk or not. And it's unfortunately your obligation as a gun owner who's traveling around the United States to know not only the rules of the state you're going to, but the rules of the states that you're going through in order to get there. And it can be very, very, very serious if you find yourself in a state that doesn't accept your permit and you have a gun. People have gone to prison for years as a result of that, and it's very scary. There are many, many resources out there. USCCA also has those resources to help you make sure that you're safely traveling with your firearm. I get asked a lot, what happens if somebody sees my gun? In most states, inadvertent showing of a gun or printing of a gun is not something that's actionable under the law. It's actually pulling it out or wearing it out such that folks can see it and recognize it as a firearm, and it's somewhat of a threat. That's where you're going to get in trouble criminally. Open carry states, obviously, that allows you to open carry if you're otherwise authorized and licensed to carry. And again, it's a personal choice whether you choose to advertise the fact that you have a firearm on your person or whether you want to carry it concealed and not let folks know that you're armed until such time as you need to use it in self-defense. Constitutional carry states like Kansas. Kansas, you could walk down the middle of the street with a Lars rocket launcher on your back and there's not a damn thing they can do about it, assuming you're lawfully allowed to possess said weapon. Yeah. I'm not a big advocate of open carry. I think it just means if a bad guy comes in the bank and I'm open carrying, I'm going to be the first one to get shot. Yeah, I'd rather be sneaky because self-defense is just that. It's reactive. You're reacting to a situation, not being the aggressor. So every little advantage you have of getting the drop on the bad guy, I'm all for it.